Hey, welcome back to another video. My name is Aryeldi. Today we have a 2016 Mazda RX-6, I believe, one of those SUV. We are doing rear pads on this Mazda. Stay tuned. I'll show you exactly how to do it step by step. Okay, first things first is we want to lift the car up. We're going to use a jack. Before we lift it all the way, we're going to put these wheel chocks in the front. I like to put one in the front, one in the rear, and we're going to lift it all the way. So that's what it's gonna look like. I have the rubber piece there, so it's not doing any damage to the differential. This one has a spot made for lifting it from there. We can put this jack stand right at that pinch hole right there. Same thing on the other side. Next thing we want to do is open the hood. We want to get to this brake fluid reservoir. We want to make sure nowhere near max, because once you compress those calipers, this thing is nowhere near the max, because once you compress those calipers, this brake fluid is going to come up. Make sure you put the cap back on always, otherwise you'll get moisture in the system. You don't want that unless you're bleeding the brakes. Next, we got to find the wheel lock for this car and take the wheels off. All right, after finding the wheel lock, we're going to take the wheels off. Okay, so we took the wheel off. This car has a electronic parking brake. Okay guys, I finally figured out how to put this Mazda into service mode. Okay, now that we are in service mode, we're gonna disconnect this connector. Should push kind of down like that on this and pull back. We got two 14mm bolts, one up here, the other one is down here. Since we already put this in service mode, I can use a pry bar to pry against this. I do have a tool. I got a comment once because I made a video on how to do these, and I got a comment saying by using a pry bar it's an incorrect method. Hey, if you've never used a pry bar, you've never worked flat rate. So we're gonna sneak the pry bar right in here, like right in that hole, and just pry. It shouldn't be hard. If you don't feel comfortable using a pry bar, just use a compressor tool. And put this like this so it doesn't fall. Take our pads off. Pull the pressure off. Take this hardware off. I've got a file here. After cleaning those a little bit, use some brake clean. We're going to take these, install them just like that. After putting the hardware in, you want to take all of your pads and look at all of them like this. You want to make sure that none of them are, sometimes they're directional, sometimes it says left side, right side. In this instance, they're all the same. But before we put them on, we want to lubricate this here and here. To lubricate, I just get some Silk Glide. You want something that is pretty good and doesn't dry out and seize. Like, don't use anti-seize on these, because anti-seize seizes over time. They're not great for pins and contact surfaces like this. That's one pad in. That's both pads in. Now we want to actually check these pins also. And and lubricate these. Clean them like this very well. And lubricate them. Note that some of them will have this rubber piece right here. This one came from the bottom, so put them at the same spot. Now we can put this caliper right back on there. Take your bolts and put them right in there. And that's it. That's how you do the pads. And repeat the same procedure on the other side. Pretty simple on these cars. I'll make a separate video on how to disengage and engage electric parking brake. You have to put it in service mode before you can do anything here. So be sure to watch that video, it's going to be linked. Okay, I forgot a couple things. So wheel torque is 108 foot-pounds. And once you're done with this, once the car is down on the ground, pump the brakes. After you're done pumping the brakes, check your brake fluid reservoir, and you want to top it off if the level is still low. All right, that's it guys. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.